3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Welcome into the open where we get technical. You should have investments in long-term growth. Welcome into the open where we get technical. I'm Neil Hamilton. This is the show, Get Technical on the Benzinga live stream. Those of you that are new, welcome to a wonderful world of imagination. I've got the song from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory stuck in my head, the OG one, not that new weird one with Johnny Depp. I don't know why. Sometimes it just happens, and I hate it, but it's also kind of awesome. Guys, we got something special. We are going to be more organized, and we're going to make clips that are more watchable for people, because that's the only way for our YouTube channel to grow. So number one, speaking of growth, guys, do us a huge favor. If you like the Benzinga live stream and you want us to keep going with all our goofy, crazy, not tight ass financial analysis content, smash the like button right now. I'll just say it right up the top. Hey, Brian, what's up? Yeah, smash the like button for me, pretty please, because if we get to 250 likes, I just spit on my camera because I'm so excited. If we get to 250 likes, at least for each one of our segments here and Get Technical for the rest of the week, we will do a Saturday special live stream where we will research all of the stocks that you want to look at and put together the ultimate Benzinga watch list for the week ahead, based on technical analysis, and then maybe we might look at some fundamentals as well. I would love to see your due diligence. I would love to see the way that you're looking at these stocks. And that means you, 13. I want to see you there. And Miles, if you can make it. I want to see all my mainstays. I want to see Lele. I want to see Pam. Who else is a mainstay? We got so many. I want to see Michael and everyone else. And if I missed you, I'm sorry. I've been staying up too late playing Elder Scrolls Online with my younger brother because that's the only life I have, and because I live in Michigan and I'm locked down. All right, things are crazy, but smash that like for me. All right, so for the day, I mentioned we're gonna have little themes or whatever. Turns out that if we use the title, if we use Palantir. Oh, nice. Whoa, Aaron Bree, quick on the draw. If we use the title Palantir in this clip, that a lot of people will be able to find it on YouTube. So I'm going to talk about Palantir. I'm going to answer the question for you today. Should I buy Palantir? And everyone say hi, YouTube. So let's look at PLTR. Really quick. Quick answer. No. Detailed answer. Deleting all of my drawings off of the chart. Let's take a look-see at Palantir. The first thing I'm going to use is my volume profile to show the area of control, which is where the most buying and selling is occurring, which is usually the highest area of congestion or friction. Think of it as when you're going down the highway and you start to hit traffic. That's where all that activity is. We are in a high traffic zone where we opened. Is this today? Are we open yet? No, we're not. It's 9:20 a.m. We opened below that point of control, that congestion zone, and then closed even lower. We are in a confirmed, ongoing downward trend with Palantir with no strong indication of breaking out. So, number one, point of control, clear area of resistance. Next thing I can do is draw a line for our support, which I'm using the wrong line for. I'll draw a line right here. Why am I drawing a line here? Because we touched it here, we touched it here, we kind of got about here, but we touched it here and we touched it here. That's support, baby. All right, so we've got sort of a descending triangle. This is looking like a breakdown to me. What you can look for is a strong close, session close, above the point of control on higher than average volume. Look at this yellow line. This is my moving average volume. We want higher than average. Look how much the volume has gone down on this thing. We want higher than average volume and a break above that. Are we going to get that? Signs are telling us there's a lot in the way. So should you buy? Not you. I don't care about what you guys do. If you trade based on what I say on the show, you're as crazy as I assume you are. I will not be buying Palantir until I see this, and I don't expect it to happen soon. That's the YouTube clip. Clip it and ship it. All right, whatever. I did that. All right, guys. So next up, you might have noticed, now that I got that out of the way, that I tweeted today. And those of you that guys and gals that don't use Twitter, what are you doing? Come on. There's so much good stuff on Twitter. You can see people argue about politics. You can get terrible trade ideas that make you want to chase stuff and make you have FOMO and make you lose money. But also, you can follow me on Twitter and you can respond to my daily tweet where we construct our little watch list for the show. So big shout out to Miles, Mikey, my cool friend, Study and Win, Matt, Chrisham, Gabriel Amaro, Joe McCarthy, and, oh, that's just me, for giving us your tickers today. We're going to look at them right now. Starting with early bird is X. Miles even gave us a chart. Let's share that chart. Music getting turned down. It's making me feel like I gotta yell. Okay, look at this. Look at what Miles shared on Twitter. Miles is using the Fibonacci retracement tool to mark meaningful levels. That's these black lines. He is also measuring the impulsive moves up indicated by these black arrows and showing the magnitude of these moves. Looks like it's averaging at about 47%, right? We had a 55% move. We had a 47. We had a 42% on X daily. This is United States Steel Corp. Very interesting way to look at it. Not the way that I would typically look at it, and that's why I love it. So this is making me want to take a good hard look at steel today, even though I will say consumer staples are looking hot. But Twitter decides. So let's take a look at X. My Twitter, hey, producer AB, can you drop my Twitter in there? Solar. If you're not cross promoting, you're not going to get anywhere. All right, let me tell you something. Chillin' and shillin' is the mantra. All right, hanging out, listening to some lo-fi hip hop beats, low key shillin' as much as possible. So let's do tries to install Twitter on a 1990. You do not have a 1990 Motorola. There's no way, Max. I don't believe you for a second. So as you may recall, X is one of those stocks that we call chillin' and chillin', hashtag. We call a rat snack because it has bottomed out from a very high level. As you can see up here, yada, yada. We've got our rounding bottom, which I'm going to draw anew. This shall be drawn anew. At this swing high. Previously, we used a different swing high. I'm going to go across to here. Show that we broke above our neckline on our rounding bottom. Got kicked down on a rounding bottom. Formed, which happens all the time. Nothing to cry about. Formed a cup with handle pattern with a nice entry above the handle. Topped out at about 27.48. And then are coming back down to that handle. That's not something that should be freaking any people out, because a lot of people tell you that when you're entering a cup and handle, you use the low point of the handle as your stop loss. So we're still within range. Do I want to see multi-day red candles like this? No, absolutely not. But there is something to be said for that impulse analysis that Miles did. So he was looking at, I think it was 1, 2, 3. So after this corrective phase, we're looking for support. I would look for support. See if we can get real exact with this. Actually, probably the cleanest way to do support here, if I'm going to follow Miles, and Miles, if you're here, let me know if I'm doing you right. I think retesting the handle, yes, Vio. Should I buy Palantir? I should not buy Palantir. I am not buying Palantir. Palantir is giving me every indication that it wants to stay where it is or potentially break down a little bit. Let's get the fib out. And then I believe let's remake what Miles did here on Twitter. So it looks like he anchored his 0 at around 15. Oh no, he used the extension tool. This is not the retracement tool. Miles, over here. Make sure I'm doing you right. Okay, so that's at 1588. Got it. Palantir is what Edward Stone. Do you guys know what a Palantir is? Palantir, Lord of the Rings. It's from Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. It's these objects that are found throughout Middle Earth, but it's what Saruman used when he had it to spy on everyone in Middle Earth. And then it's the thing that Pippin got later, and then like Aragorn got all pissed off and like covered it with a blanket or whatever. That's what a Palantir is. Isn't that like sinister that they named their company Palantir? It's badass, but also totally sinister. Exactly right. So here you go. That's a Palantir for you, buddy. All right. But I'm totally objective when it comes to investing. I'm here to make money, not to make a statement. All right. So yeah, Fibonacci extension tool, and he was anchoring at 1588, so that must be this one. Yep. So let's get up here, and his chart is logarithmic. Mine is not. Fibonacci extension going real quick. Low, swing high, swing low. Is that right? Is that his 100? Looking right, maybe. All right, so he had his 100 line was at 2740. Am I doing this right? No, maybe he was this swing high. Yes, he did. Miles, if you're here, give me a thumbs up if I'm doing this right. PLTR is older than Lord of the Rings? What are you talking about? So the Fibonacci extension tool, if you guys are not familiar, what I just did was found a low point for an anchor, the ensuing swing high, which in this case we use this swing high, which can be looked at as like a right pivot, and then the swing low down to the absolute low. So actually, I think, Miles, were you using this as the swing low? No, your 100 was on it, so you're using this support line as a swing low, if I'm not mistaken. Palantir long. That's fine. That's fine if you're long Palantir. I like them long term, but technical analysis is about timing entries and exits. For me, the time is not now. For me, the time is when it gets above the point of control. So United States Steel Corp, looking at a potential buy as it tests this handle. So let's zoom in. Let's redraw our little cup. Boom. Left cup and the right pivot down to the low. Right pivot to the next highest point. And look at this. Look at this is nice. What level is this that it's testing? So it looks like it's using this as support. We are green on the day for steel, guys. We are green on the day for steel. This is exciting. So guys, what I would say is if we are green on the day for steel, if it looks like we're holding this support level, which is not entirely clear to me. Be a little bit lower. Yeah, I would want to see a stronger candle before I enter, but I would look at it at about 3:45 p.m. before the close. Did we miss the closing bell? Nature Bound has been saying this so much. Well, at least that's the second time I've seen it. Producer AB, are you doing your homework right now?
3, 2, 2.
Bro. All right, the market is open. Ding, 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 ding. All right, producer Ray, be low-key. We're gonna have to talk. All right, guys, the market is open. Remember, we're not shouting tickers out in chat. We're using the tweet in the morning so that we're organized and we're fair to everyone. We got Miles with X, United States Steel. Mikey, I will do one of these. Let's look at consumer staples. I'm interested in consumer. Wait, consumer. This could be discretion. This is Jumia. And we've got our chips and we got our shipping. All right, let's do NMM then. We're going to do shipping. You guys know I like NMM. Let's delete all of our drawings. 13. No, keep email it. 13 says, yeah, definitely tweet, but stop emailing me charts. 13, you can send me your due diligence as much as you want. I use that. I use it. But Twitter's better. I like everything in one spot. I liked it. My email address, neil@benzinga.com. Don't email me ever. It's for like business side stuff. You know what I mean? Like my day job. The show stuff I gotta keep separate or I'll go insane. I can't keep track of everything. So we're looking at NMM here on the daily. We've broken out. You all know, if you guys have been watching the show, that you know that this had a nice high type flag and had some serious moves. Absolutely beautiful price action coming out of this handle. This handle right here was our high type flag. So if you guys were in this, I know at least one of you was. If you're in this, that was like upon the breakout, that was like 53% trade, super fast. And in terms of weeks, that was like a week. And easy, set it, forget it, microwave trades. All right, so we've come out of our corrective phase. Let's measure our impulse here. Add that to our apex. Our aggressive price target for NMM, which let me go back a little bit. Yep, okay. This is where I'm going to set my aggressive price target, is right at resistance right here. Not using any additional tools, no Fibonacci. I want to say that yesterday was above average volume, so we're looking pretty strong on this. Let's see what happens today. We're not in overbought territory. MACD, let me get a real close look at that bad boy. MACD is touching, looking like it kind of wants to flash a buy signal, but we shall see. I think we're going to need a strong day for the MACD to curl up. Basing this purely on price action and volume, we're going to measure our swing high to our swing low within our descending triangle and add that to the breakout point. And that gets us right to resistance. Crazy how that works. Crazy. Smash that like if you think that's crazy, guys. And remember, this video, we need to get these videos to 250 likes, or there will be no Saturday session with the DJ special edition DJ set from Brent Slava. So how much have we broken out so far? Let's measure our breakout. We've broken out 14%. Damn, Michael, were you in this? Way to be. Way to be. But it does look like we're in another corrective phase here. Let's draw our happy lines. I think you get bullish again with a close above 28.55. So what we do now, we'll leave that stuff up for posterity. How about that? We measure this impulse, starting with the green candle, up to our line of resistance, and then we add to that. So either way, we're going to hit some resistance here, but the price target coming out of this corrective phase is a bit higher. Let me make this whole thing bigger. Oh, that's pretty clear for you guys, actually. What do I need to see, Irish? Irish, let me know what I need to see. Comment again. So at any rate, paintbrush tool to indicate impulsive move up, corrective phase sideways, break above. I live in Michigan, so I'm on Eastern time. So for me, which is New York time, I at 3:45 p.m. have all my alarms set, and that's where I come back to these setups. And if there's a solid candle, then I'm looking at entry. And then I'll be targeting a move of 13%. But if you got into it upon the breakout from this descending triangle, way to go. Way to go. Is X giving it to me? Hold on. Woo! Papa Bless, RIP to one of the greats, DMX. We used his meme quite a lot when we were all excited about this stock. But let's not dwell on the past. Let's look toward the future. Miles, thank you for tweeting this one out. This is a great pick. I think I might just get in. I like those 45%, whatever impulsive moves you were talking about. I'm a very conservative trader. What I want to say is if this thing holds support, and if it breaks above this previous candle to make it a bullish engulfing candle, so we got a nice little pair. If we get two little candles here on the bottom, two little buddies down here, lined up like this, I think we get a V for Vendetta pop, Donkey Kong style. Give me a 1 in chat if you know what that means. Thank you, BT. All right, so X is giving it to us today. Hell yeah. So we're gonna watch this. More aggressive traders, get to your 10-minute, get to your 5-minute. This thing is looking snackalicious. So let's go ahead and look at X. I know, guys, you guys have other stocks that I need to get to, but we still have time. It's not only 9:39 Detroit time. So I'm looking at this on the 10-minute chart. Let's pull up our handy dandy 8 and 21 exponential moving averages. We flashed a buy signal at the open. Guys. The RSI trending up. Volume above average. MACD, not sure, but it's because it hasn't adjusted. Right now it's on the day thing, so let me change it. 1 day, same as chart. Let's do that. MACD buy area. This can be traded for profit, my friends. FYI, I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online, which is like a medieval role-playing game, and that is what my character, at least what I want my character to sound like. So I'm kind of in this medieval mindset, a medieval fantasy. But this may be traded. Options may be bought on this in the money with Friday expiration, no less. Yeah, watch your Mac Daddy down here. But I mean, we've got a trending upward RSI. Definitely would like to see another candle here so we don't get whipsawed. But my babies, look my babies. Where's my line tool? We're looking solid. All right. We're looking solid. Reversal of trend. Let the trading commence. Okay, so let's go to D daily. Looks like X is giving it to us. I really wish I didn't have a real job. Not that day trading isn't a real job, but it's not. You guys know it's not. That's why you like it, I would have to assume. Because I would love to trade this all day. What am I taking? Dude, 100% instant coffee in the Benzinga Pro Special Edition 1 out of 20 News That Moves mug. Get it at swag.benzinga.com. The lyrics, I love it. I love it, man. That's DMX. Real one. And I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. Okay, so that's Steel. Let's take a look at the Twitter watch list. All right. Mikey Mike's got NMM. Let me add this to my watch list because I'm going to trade based on you guys. You guys are my new screener. And then let me make sure X is on the watch list. I have Orgo because it's in high type flag. I just want to drop this really quick. I did tweet about this. Orgo has broken out, but it's doing this little pump fake thing. This is exactly what NMM did before it had a monster move. Pump fake. So we're watching this still for that upward to continue. We want that impulse to happen after this. We might get this corrective phase. Look at it coming down. Still at support, breaking through support. Totally fine. NMM, which was a great high type flag, came right back down and was high type flagging before I went. Whoop. So still watching Orgo. All right, so let's get back over to Twitter. Let's look at SOS. What is SOS? Isn't that like a cleaning product? What is SOS? Everyone's talking about it.
It's a Bitcoin mining play.
All right. Thank you, producer AB. These young guys. You mentioned cryptocurrency, they're on the ball. 9:30 a.m. Eastern time happens. No rocket ship. I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling old or if it's this new generation. Wow, this looks just like Palantir. Crazy. I wonder why. I wonder what the market structure, in other words, the market participants that are making up the price action for this look like. Ooh, but ooh. Okay. Yeah. Going back for the entire lifetime of this stock, the point of control is $5.37. Using our handy dandy and very so hot right now volume profile tool. All right, so let's zoom this up a little bit. We had a guest yesterday. Remember the guest yesterday with the hat, Dr. Stocks? He was all about. You will also see the Wu-Tang Clan symbol in the charts all the time. Yeah. I do see the Wu-Tang symbol. Wu-Tang. I do see it in the charts all the time. I love the old school hip hop crew here. Yeah, no, nature bound. And then yeah, I do see it. And then there's also I don't want to get into it. This damn thing. I don't use it. But every time I see this, it's either like the bat signal or the Wu-Tang Clan thing to me. And that's just a reminder for everyone. I am not a professional day trader. I'm a investor who swing trades to make money in the short term and boost my portfolio. When you start getting tools that look like bats like that, you can have that stuff. All right, so SOS, downward trend. What we would want to see to look at this as a reversal. So let's get our little boxy tool. We'll do this at the meat here. You've got somewhat of a double bottom, which was actually nice. So let's zoom in here. I don't think this SOS is a stock that you want to swing trade ever. I think this is a stock that you want to day trade. Give me a 1 if you agree. Give me a 2 if you think it's swing tradable. You've got your little bit of a double bottom here, which is nice, showing us that it had a higher low, which is really nice. That's an indication that just gives you more confidence that it's about to go up. And then we actually held to this support line. Super. I forgot what 1 meant and what 2 meant, but thanks, guys. Producer AB, do you remember what they meant?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. So failed breakout, failed reversal here. And then we just sort of started petering down. We're at the point of control. SOS from a swing trade perspective, no fly zone. From a day trade perspective, meh, I don't know. Maybe we go short today. I'm looking at the 5-minute right now. Let's get some moving averages to help us out here. Definite short indication today. We're well below this point of control. If you break down past this previous support, you can go short. In fact, if you're on top of this right now, scalping in the money puts Friday expiration, you can make a profit. If it breaks down past this, sheesh, you got a ways to go. You got some room. Shorting SOS, tradable. Swing trade, less interested. All right, so I'll take one from Study and Win. I like the name. Let's do REI. Is that REI like the outdoors retailer? Oh, wait, no, that's SOS. Okay. REI. REI. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so you study and test. I see you. Dang. So let's box it in. Let's box in our double bottom reversal. We've got our neckline right here, very clearly drawn because it's the support line that we're testing right now. We can draw it a bit lower, but the fact that that is support, well, let's draw it a bit lower. Let's get the meat here. And I'm using this support level and this support level to tell me that this is the meat. And then I'll do you one more. Pull in the old volume profile. Oh, yeah, the volume profile always just anchors toward the bottom. I need to change my indicator. On double bottoms, when you have the volume profile set to look at whatever is on your chart, which is, I think, the default for a lot of charting tools, it's always just going to show you the bottom, of course. So at any rate, let's just go ahead and bring this up. It doesn't look like we have too much ocean spray on this one. Where's the gap? Wait, is there a gap on this? Oh, this gap. I think maybe we go down like that. Like that. Yeah, REI did have a nice gap. There's a gap here as well. So at any rate, looks like we are reversing. Let's see if that little swing back, that swing low. Yeah, so we hit. What happened here was, so measuring the depth of my double bottom on REI, double bottom reversal, and then adding that to the neckline of where I drew the meat of the trade, which is the start or like the low of this post gap session, brings me to about 325 ish. And if you look here, that's just about the range, like the mid range of the wick on March 15th. So we did get a resolution of the pattern itself. Now what we need to see is an upward trend going to continue. Well, we had a reversal, so now it's really got to show itself. Look at this perfect symmetry. We call this, I learned this from my mentors, we call this the muffin top. This is a new thing. This is after 2020. You look in the mirror and you realize that you look like Fat Thor from Endgame. You've got the love handles here, and then this line is the jean line. This is where the jean line starts, or the belt line. And then we've got your big fat family pack Oreos ass. I'm talking about myself, not you guys. So at any rate, we got a nice muffin top formation here, but it's okay. It's okay. We're about to start taking more walks and get more exercise. We want to see a nice bounce off of this line for REI. Got to see that bounce. Let's go ahead and get out our fib tool. Let's find our bearings here. See if we can get that to line up better. That's the high. Maybe we're bringing it a bit lower. Start of the trend, perhaps. All right. So these are the levels to watch for on a bounce. I anchored my Fibonacci retracement tool to the very top here, which maybe I could go lower. That actually lines it up really nicely with the point of control. And then I anchored the other side to where, to my eyes, this upward trend following this period of consolidation started. Could probably even go lower and see what it does. Not bad. I like lower. So you can look at this as the first point in our new upward trend. So we got impulse correction, impulse correction. I'm just drawing here and trying to figure stuff out. I don't have a plan whatsoever. Yep. At any rate, for the stock, is REI a buy right now going long? Not in my opinion at this moment, but it looks like bouncing could very well be in its future because we do have this reversal. You're just going to have some resistance along the way. But there's no entry signal today at all. RSI trending down. You might want to get into oversold territory. MACD trending down. The fast line crossed down past the slow line on March 18th, which is a sell signal. So right now, I wouldn't go long or short on REI. X check. Oh God. Oh God. It's so intense. United States Steel. Hey, that's why I wait till 3:45. All right, looking at the Twitter, AHT. Let's take a look. Hey YouTube, what's up? I'm Neil from Benzinga, and this is Get Technical. Make sure you smash that like and hit subscribe. Also hit that bell so you can be notified every time I come online. Palantir. Today's question is, should I buy Palantir? And after some quick technical analysis, no. I'm not seeing any sign. The primary reason, we cover this at the top of the show. But maybe you guys, I don't know if our editors will like that more age-appropriate YouTube intro. For volume profile, using volume profile, we can see that we're trading below the point of control. I think it's not a buy until it breaks above that. All right, from YouTube, we've got AHT. Make sure you smash that like button, though. 250 likes means Saturday session with a DJ, live watch list creation, and a special guest. Thanks for the like. Yeah, I mean, if you want exposure to cryptocurrency, you just delete all of my drawings. Bitcoin is broken out. This is the daily for Bitcoin. Run, don't walk. Ethereum's even better. So here's what Bitcoin, Bollinger Band, daily. Bitcoin's a little bit overextended, but it's crypto, so it can keep going. But Ethereum, I feel a little bit better about because it still has room before it hits its upward line on the Bollinger Band. Both are broken out. That's way more interesting to me than SOS. So okay, so we're looking at AHT because someone tweeted at me graciously. AHT. This is hospitality. Okay. Finance. Oh, okay. So this is real estate investing into hotels and stuff. I mean, it's got a really nice base. I will say that. That much is sure. What is the thesis on this? You want me to look at the daily AHT Matt Krisham? Looks like we're testing support here. Let's take a look at the... Let's go old school with our 50-day moving average. We're trading below our 50-day moving average. Let's continue going old school by adding the 200. What looks like... What kind of... It looks like... Well, it looks like the 200 line is about to cross below the 50 line, which is in some circles called a, what do they call it? A death cross. That just basically means go short. That's more of an investor swing trader adage. Yeah, you can see here when the wait, hold on. Am I tripping? Okay, so it actually could go either way here. But you can see our previous death cross here with the fast line, which is blue, crossed below the slow line. Got us in death cross territory. So I don't know what it would take, some type of catalyst, but anything that's going to get this 50-day to curl up and then cross above the 200. I stand corrected on my previous statement. And cross above this 200 could be your buy signal. For something longer term. So from a swing trading and investing perspective, this is not terribly interesting until that occurs. And then on a short-term basis, looking at the 5-minute chart, just kind of look at these. Here, let me close the 50. Let me close the 200 thing. We're looking at the 8 and 21 exponential moving averages, looking at crosses as buy and sell signals, getting out the paintbrush and also extending our chart a bit. So we've got red line is fast, blue line is slow. We've got a sell signal here. Shorting at this point would have been very nice. You would have gone from 254 down to 239. Which, you know, in percentage terms is about, whoop, can I please? Oh, caps lock. It's a decline of about 5.5%. That's great if you're using options. I would like a put trade on this yesterday would have been fantastic using the 5-minute and the 8 and 21 EMA. Doing the same today. The fact that they maintained and we continued breaking down, a short would have been about 6.5%. I would have with an option, 6.5% is quite a lot if you're doing an in the money Friday expiration put on that. I'm not sure what that would have percentage change that would have been in premium terms, but probably enough to be happy with yourself and almost done for the day. So there you go on AHT. It looks like it is finding support at this level. Not sure how meaningful this level is. It hasn't come up at least in the past 2 months. So we shall see. We shall see. Looks like the shorting opportunity has dissipated for the day, though. However, if there's another breakdown here and you see some selling volume, it is very, very oversold. Very oversold. So you might get a little bounce on this. So maybe you go long. Up to you. Okay, so that's AHT. Let's look at HBAN, HBAN. Producer AB, who is our special guest today?
That would be Mr. Steve Kalajuan from Ticker Talker. I don't know where he should be joining us momentarily.
Can you say his name again?
I don't know if I said it right. Can you say it before I say it again?
Yeah, sure. Steve Kalajuan.
How did I say it?
I think you said like Steve Kalajuan.
Yeah. I gave it a little extra spice. You know.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, that Michigan
Um,
accent.
Let me check with him, or we'll give him a couple more minutes. If he doesn't pop in, I'll check with him.
Yeah, we're only 2 after the hour right now, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Riot is free falling. Yeah, I gotta be honest, guys. Those are day trading stocks. So that is up to you. Riot, SOS, day trading stocks. Although if you watch yesterday's episode, we were given a really good lesson on how to use Fibonacci tools during the pre-market to create setups specifically on big daily movers, like sort of pump and dump stocks like SOS and Riot. Is Riot one of those? Let me take a look. Yeah, it is. Definitely. Holy crap. Wait, this is a 5 minute. Hold on. Mayhaps. Less so though, because I don't see those like big stark like skyscrapers here, so not really. Someone said look at for a high type flag on REI. The magic words. So we're switching to weekly for our high type flag analysis and get rid of this thing here. All right, so the end of our impulsive move is the high here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so this is where we're going to start measuring. So we can even use this low here. Let's get our ruler, go to the high. I want to play the song. It's okay. We got criteria 1 for a high type flag met. We've got over a 100% move within an 8-week period. And I dismissed this. It's like a fool. After every double bottom that gets down into like single digits, watch for high type flags. All right. I'll remember that. And I thought it was outdoor brand REI, but it's Ring Energy, which is energy, minerals, oil, and gas production. Okay, so it's in trend right now in terms of sector. All right, so we've got our poll. Sorry for not seeing this in the first place. Now let's measure our droop, the droop of our flag. The droop is more than 25%. It's a 38, almost 39% drop. You want it to be within 25, but during times of extreme volatility, which we're actually getting out of, you can make allowances for greater than 25%, up to like 35. This one seems like it doesn't meet the criteria of a high type flag, because a high type flag is a huge move, which within an 8-week period that didn't completely sell off, telling us that the big money, institutional money, is intending for this stock to go higher, and they didn't sell and take profit, thereby driving the price down. In this case, looks like the price has dropped significantly, and it's still drooping a little bit, and it looks like it's trying to kind of make its way down to this support level down here. Right now, it's hanging at the wick. So I would say maybe it is a penny stock, so it's going to be a lot more volatile. I don't know. Wait and see. If it bounces here and you get a break above this level, I mean, you could target the length of this impulsive move, which would be a 100% profit if my quick math is correct, or at least profit potential. So a break above $3.38, treating this like a loose high type flag. It's just a high loose flag. Let's box in our flag here, as it is right now, at least. And we're going to copy this just so we can illustrate the poll. I started the poll here. Wait, is that right? Oh, yeah, no, I started the poll. That's the right start. And then the top resistance line is that. So we're going to go like this. So that's our flag. I'm going to bring this resistance down a little bit to where the impulsive move actually ended. So you can target about $5, $5.33, which would be profit potential should be like 100. Yeah, 70%. but it's a loose, so I don't know. It's not super tight. Let's look at Nvidia. NVDA. I think Nvidia, I'm going to tell you right now, I already think it's a buy. I love Nvidia right now. I think it's time. It is time for a resolution. So a long time ago, this is from weeks ago, for Nvidia, before we had this bloody mess. We have our ascending triangle. These are the exact targets. They are still in play. So it looks like the time is upon us. So the breakout right now, I think it might have gotten more than 5%. Yeah. At the close, I'm gonna, if this candle doesn't completely break down past resistance, I'm going to buy Nvidia at 3:45 p.m. Detroit time. I'm going to average in, like with my portfolio size, I'll probably start off buying like $500 worth of stock, which in this case is 623. So I'll just buy a share. So $623 worth. And then if it keeps moving in, I'll probably double that. And then I'm going like pretty long on this. I mean, my price target for this is the measured move plus the breakout. So that's 707. I don't know why I said 704 on this thing, but it's about 704, 707. It's in this handle. But I'm going to watch it. I mean, if it looks like it's starting to go into a corrective phase, something in this range, then I'm going to sell for profit, expect a little bit of a drop down and another re-entry. So yeah. And then also shout out to everyone that bought on the cross here. We had a really lovely little cross. Where is AMD? So hold on. Wait, is AMD? Wait, what? Nvidia daily, weekly, think breaking out of double bottom. Do we see a double bottom on this? Look at it on the. Wait, oh, I was looking at weekly anyway. What a fool I am. Yes, I do think breaking out of double bottom, absolutely. Great thing, a way to look at double bottoms is to go to the high point and then try to match that up with the midpoint right here. And then you could have entered here for just, I mean, you would have killed it. It was just like 20%. Yeah, it's exactly 20%. Yeah, you would have killed it. If I were a smarter man, I would have entered. But now I'm just going to try to trade this this ascending triangle, which we're right in the sweet spot for breaking out. So like 50% is here, about 75% is right here, and that's where you want the breakout to occur on your triangle patterns, triangles and flags. So I think Nvidia is definitely a buy. I'm actually, hold on, so that was the week. Yeah, we're up about 5.8%. I shall enter a trade today at 3:45. All right, so Nvidia, we got it. Thank you, Joe, for that. So I think that gets us through. Did I look at H-band? Was that the weird one? Oh, I skipped H-bands. Huntington bank shares. Sorry about that, Gabriel. All right, so this one had a nice ascending triangle reversal, as many stocks have had of late. Lovely. Let's check for resolution. Neckline down to the swing low. Added to the neckline. Resolution achieved. Now we are, I think, using that as support. Indeed, we are. Indeed, we are using that as support. Let's go back down. Now that we're in an upward trend, let's get rid of this little pattern. Actually, let's leave that, but let's get rid of the price target. So we see our, let me get my paintbrush out. Get our paintbrush. We have a nice handle here. This is a nice handle for entry. It's just a flag, in other words. So we're going to box it in with exact pricing. So a couple ways to skin a cat here. You can trade the middle line, which when I open up the nodes and then I get this line to, damn you, it's right about here. You can trade up and down through the 50% line on this flag, and then watch for the big move upon a breakout of a close above $16.90 on this flag. And it looks pretty good. Middling RSI, middling volume, MACD curling down. So it looks like we're going to have a little bit of consolidation before we get any big moves. But let's pull out our old Bollinger Band tool. Yep, so we're just in a little sideways trend here. If I delete all of my drawings and just use the Bollinger Band, you're going to want to see on Huntington Bank Shares, which it looks great. I love this handle. This just sets it up, makes it easy to enter for a swing trade. You're going to want to see this curl up. And then again, you're looking for a break above this wick here. And then you're targeting profit of the beginning of the impulse to the end of the impulse, which I'll draw at this red candle wick. And then I'll add that to our resistance line right here. You're targeting for that swing trade about $20.25, which is a potential profit of... Why do you only work sometimes? Potential profit of 19-20%. Lots of ways to trade that. Lots of ways to skin a cat. But this reversal here has resolved. We hit our price target for this reversal. Screen's a little bit frozen. Sorry about that. Okay, we're back. We'll look at AMD and then we'll bring Mr. Stephen Kalasian on, because our guest is in the building. So I've got some drawings on AMD that I'm going to erase. I'm going to get rid of the Bollinger Band. Let's just look at price. Just price and volume. One is double bottom, looking for a reversal of this downtrend that we have. We broke out. Looks like we kicked back a little bit. Held above this trend line. This downward line of resistance is now support. And then it looks like we're holding support at about 77.93. But AMD is a really good stock. So let's look at entry potential. MACD is curling down. That's tough to see, kind of. MACD is looks like it's about to flash a sell signal. I mean, no surprise, because we've had we're on our third red day for AMD so far, at least. But if we box this whole puppy in, we've got just support, 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 support. So number one is, if it breaks down past this trend line, hits the support again, watch for the bounce. That's at 73.69. That's all there is to that. Let's switch to a weekly. Let's get our 50-day moving average. Let's make sure that's anchored today. Yeah, it is. Get our 50-day. Let's get our 200-day and make sure it's anchored today. Yeah, it should be. Should be. Let's get rid of my little trend. Actually, the pink line is just the trend line, showing the stock going down. We are below the 50-day moving average this week. Let me switch to daily, just confirm that that's accurate. Yeah. So we're below the 50-day moving average. I think that you can say that AMD is looking strong if it gets a solid close above its 50-day moving average. And again, this is the weekly, but this line is anchored to the daily average. Also, if you're getting down to 73, it looks like this has been a period of strong support. You can look for a bounce. Other than that, I don't think it's time. I don't think AMD is having its day in the sun at this moment. X below 21. X not going to give it to us today. Ah, that's okay. It's still holding its level. That's okay. Yeah, and again, I don't enter. I'm swing trading, so I'm not entering anything until it's like closing above my entry points. So this one, I want to see a reversal candle. So I want to see a candle of similar size and appearance to the previous red candle, a green one that looks about the same based on its shape and levels as the previous red one, which right now not getting. Started that way. But if you're day trading it, like my man Miles, then you're going to delete all your drawings. Looking at the hourly. You can still look for a break above this upper line of resistance. All right, guys. Steven Kalasian is here, and he looks like he's ready to go. So, Producer AB, can you please bring on our illustrious guest?
Yes, sir. I'll do that.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, good morning, Neil. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. A little craziness this morning.
Yeah, what kind of craziness? Can you describe it?
Well, we saw the Russell completely collapse right after the opening, and monster sells here. The bank stocks and the oil stocks really taking a toll in the small caps, and so we've seen the TNAs drop almost 4, the Russell IWMs drop almost 3. The Russell futures, I think, hit a high of 222.36 and dropped almost near 30, 28.30. That's a monster move there. Big sell divergences on the opening. I thought they were going to go a little higher, and then, but the Nasdaq reversed strong after the 8:30 CPI number, and the S&Ps. We just caught a nice little buy divergence around the 15.5, 16, and just ran about 10 handles on the S&P. So again, we're still seeing some strength. It's weird. You're seeing the Dow and the Russell lagging here, and the Nasdaq and the S&P. So this is one of my days. Like I say, there's 22 business days in a month, and this is one of the days where we have 2 or 3 days where really things aren't aligned properly. Normally everything flows properly, whether it's a sell right from the opening and then a reversal, or a trend right out of the gate. But we're seeing a disconnect here again with the Russell really weak here, the Dow really weak, but the S&Ps and the Nasdaq strong. Mostly the Nasdaq very strong here.
Okay, that was a really good breakdown of everything that's going on. Yeah, we're seeing some of the setups that we were really interested in today go a little unpredictable on us. So wondering, Steve, given that today is a little bit crazy, have you found any safe spots, any trade opportunities that you'd like to talk about today? Yeah,
well, I mean, Nvidia exploded right after it opened and traded down to the 605.5, and then ripped 19 points. Beyond Meat's been strong, nice pattern, just ran about $1.50 in the last 20 minutes. As far as safe zones are concerned, again, this is a trader's market. You got to just pick the same. We look at the same 40 names every single day. So, Roku was very strong right after the opening, pushed up to 85, 86, and then dropped down to 78. Beautiful, nice pattern around the 79.5. Did trade a little lower, but then shot up about 5. So this is a real trader's market per se, and these are all based upon the analytics that I use each and every day. So to give us the better probabilities in favor of which way things are going. So we're able to see things using the predictive analytics. Caught a nice short and square above the 74 range and dropped about 3. So again, a lot of opportunities here, a lot of volatility. Twitter really moving here up and then down. So again, just picking the same names every single day, just being consistent. I'm not one to fly around and look at different names and percentage winners and losers. What I try to do here and with all my members and my community is just to trade the same names every single day. There's more than enough opportunity in these 40 names that we look at each and every day.
Excellent. Well, I got your screen up right now. Do you mind walking us through what you have
Yeah.
pulled up?
Yeah, so this is Square. We had a gap up here on the opening. Again, I look at the 5 and the 15-minute time frames when it comes to. I do look at multiple time frames, and right now what we have is a buy. So I have a buy reversal here on Square that happened at 9:45. So basically, I look at the smaller time frame to get a pullback. This is a really nice trend, but the shorts were basically off of indicator 1. I have a line here called the pivot line, the 0.0 line, and both MACDs were above the pivot here. And when you get that, and you get significant overbought readings on my indicator 3, once they make new highs, you start shorting, looking for this pullback, and that's exactly what happened. I heard you talking about AMD. AMD dropped from the 80.45 level. It's actually making new lows now. I'm very close to getting a sell reversal here on AMD, but I have to wait another 15-20 cents. But this is a beautiful pattern here on Square. Again, these patterns tend to repeat themselves each and every day. So what we're able to do is just wait patiently when these patterns set up. These are what we focus on are 4 great patterns. We look at for trends, reversals, divergences, and correlation studies. So basically, when I got my buy here on the 15-minute time frame on this is the daily, but I do look at the 15 to 5. So when I do look at when I get my buy reversals off the 15, I do look for the smaller time frames, look for divergences to short in this example, and look for pullbacks on the smaller time frames like the 5 to go long for a trade. To bring up Roku is a really beautiful pattern. Right after the opening, it pulled in nicely, and then ran $6 right after it pulled in around 20 minutes after the market opened. So, but again, a lot of opportunities here during the day. Day trading has been something I've been doing for close to 38 years of my life. So for me, this is something that I really love to do, and this is how I teach all our members to take advantage of high alpha generated ideas intraday.
Very cool. Would you mind breaking down those 4 patterns? We don't have a lot of time left.
Sure.
I think we only have 2 minutes, but
yeah,
if you could you just talk about the 4 that you use in your room? That would be awesome.
Yeah, well, Aaron has control of the charts here. So, for example, this is on Square. If he switches the time frame, let me switch the time frame here myself. Yeah, I can go to 15, and I'll just switch this to the 5-minute here. So we can see now we can see here that this is Square. This is the 15-minute. So we can see we were already in a bullish trend on the 15, and now we're setting up a beautiful long here on Square, probably on the 70.5. It just traded onto there. It's going to go here. It's got down to 70.54. I'm going to get one more push up here. And so what basically, when Square made the new high here, we were overbought on the indicator 3. This is a divergence pattern, and then it pulled in, and as Square traded 73.74, I had orders in 73.74, and then dropped about $2.5 to $3 off the high here. Now we should get another push up here. It just traded really quickly down to the 70.54, and this is a really great pattern. I wouldn't buy it now, kind of missed it, but I'm deeply over. This is what's called a buy divergence here off the 5-minute using my predictive analytics. So when my algorithm went negative here on the 5, this was a trade. Look at Square go right in front of us. So this was if I was in my room, we would be buying Square under 271, and this would have been a nice little long here. Intraday, maybe get anywhere from 50 cents to $2 on the trade. But this is what we do all day long. So again, to answer your question, with not a lot of time, but next time we'll devote time to that. Identifying trends, identifying reversal patterns, identifying divergences, which we caught on the opening on a lot of stocks like Microsoft and Tesla after the opening today. And then looking at correlation studies. Correlation studies are when you're taking a bigger time frame and mirroring it with the smaller, or if you look at the continuous contracts like the S&P futures, we had a buy correlation because the continuous contracts trade 23.5 hours in a day, where the underlying ETF trades like a stock for 6.5 hours in a day. And when they correlated on the continuous contract, they basically then, you know, now I know that we're waiting for pullbacks here. So when the S&Ps pull back after the opening down to 15.5, 16, had a monster buy divergence and a correlation, and we ran 10. So again, it's about being on the right side of the market, identifying these patterns, and really, you know, teaching exactly how predictive analytics work.
I love it, man. So for folks that are interested in joining the room and getting the benefit of all of these analytics that you've created and these awesome algorithms, how can they do that?
Just go to tickertalker.com, and just look under my profile, and you know, I offer a 1-week free trial, and people come in and out as much as they want. You know, I know a lot of people. I have a complete different way of talking in the room, but you know, if you have the passion to learn, I teach it. I'm going over all the charts. My right eye always moves. My right eye never moves off the current bar, and all these numbers to the right have a significant meaning. And I always look from left to right on my chart. So if I run out to the bathroom, when I come in, I look at my 40+ screens. I would go from left to right, and then I just look at the current bar, and we go from there. But again, it's under my profile, Stephen Kalajian. I'm on the Ticker Talker website. And again, if you're interested in learning about predictive analytics and day trading and intermediate term trading, you know, I've been doing this, you know, for 38 years, and more than happy to talk to whoever. I'm very transparent. I talk to everybody. So, you know, I'm always on the phone talking to people at the end of the day and guiding them and helping them and getting them a real understanding. Like, look at this Square. So Square got down to 2, you know, so scaling into a position. Square just ran like $1.50 off the low right now, and I think it has a little further up to go, but we'll see.
So there you have it, guys. Watch Square. Roku also looking really good. We were looking at that previously. It looks like it's touching its 50-day moving average, which is sort of what I'm looking at. But all right, Steve, thank you so much for joining us once again.
Thanks,
everyone,
Neil.
check out Ticker Talker. Happy trading, Steve.
Take care. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks, Neil. Thanks again.
Thank you. All right, guys. That, as they say, is all we've got. That's the show. I've got Roku pulled up here. We previously looked at this. Was this a head and shoulders reversal? Kind of looks like it. Pretty cool, right? So Roku looking good. Just taking note of that 50-day moving average. This is one of those set it and forget it stocks. I would love to buy into this above the 50-day moving average. Just watching these lines on my Fibonacci retracement for areas of resistance. Guys, smash the like. If we get this thing to 250 likes, we will do a show on Saturday. That's it. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Neil Hamilton. This has been your Tuesday edition of Get Technical. Big shout out to Aaron Bree, for missing the 9:30 a.m. opening bell, but that's okay. Happy trading, everyone.